Um. Oh, hey,
Oh,
we
Hey
have
yo, let's
we have
go.
another guest.
That'll be a good topic.
All right, guys. This is Splitgate Architects Podcast number 9. I am your host, Co Phoenix. I am the founder of Splitgate Architects. Right. I make maps. I stream sometimes. I make videos here and there. And next up we have Yurgi.
what's up? I'm Yurgi. I'm one of the map builders here. I've made a couple YouTube videos and I occasionally stream. So if you want to go check out my YouTube, it's Yurgi, and my Twitch, it's Yurgi28. But without further ado, our special guest, Jbowen.
What's happening, guys? Thank you all for having me. For having me on the show. It's awesome to be here, ready to discuss some Splitgate and get down in some juicy topics.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We're excited to have you on, man.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
So the first question I usually ask everybody is, who are you and what do you do within the Splitgate community?
Mostly just content. Stream the game, make YouTube videos. Not mainly Splitgate, of course. I'll discuss other stuff, but Splitgate's definitely one in the rotation.
All right. Yeah, and so about your content. So this was a unique question I had for you. So, could you walk us through with like your YouTube career from like how it all started to like
Oh
what got
man.
you to your growth to now?
Ugh, it's all over the place. So many different channels, so many different grinds. Probably I don't know about you guys, but back when the flip cameras were a thing, I didn't even have
Oh,
any of
okay.
I didn't have anything detailed. I just stacked up some books, put this camera up, and just
Oh man.
record the screen, just let it rip. So I've been making some commentaries for a while. I have been.
Okay, hell yeah, hell
Nice.
yeah. No, I always enjoy a good commentary video. I feel like it just adds more to the whole gaming content, honestly.
Yeah, it's really nice to have someone that's like consistently talking about what's new and what's going on with Splitgate and whatnot, and also just trying to keep it more positive environment possible. So
Yep.
Yeah.
We can all at least
yeah.
try our best.
um, so how and when did you get into Splitgate? Did you play the first one now, or did you get introduced to the second game?
Yeah, I actually played a decent portion of Splitgate 1, but that was probably more so during the time when I was like really grinding one game and one game heavy on YouTube. So I would talk about it, but go right back to COD, mind my own business. But I really enjoyed the concept, what it was, and I followed it pretty through. I caught up with it all the way to the point where they said they were going back and making Splitgate 2, and they're gonna put all their focus on that. And then when Splitgate 2 launched, that's when I really just dove deep into it. I'm like, okay, they're really serious about this concept. They love the game. I'm ready to grind too. I'm gonna put more effort into it and see what they really want to cook. And now I got like close to 600 hours in Splitgate 2. So they
Yeah.
really got me addicted to this thing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, especially after that relaunch, I feel like it was just so much. The addiction level just went to a new height.
I
Honestly,
didn't think
like
it would
I can't
either, to be
stop playing.
honest.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought, a relaunch, it might be a few things changed here and there, but it actually got me really hooked to it again.
Yeah.
yeah. It's
It
just
changed quite a bit.
something. Yeah, the changes they made really cleaned up the gameplay loop, which just
Yeah,
is where that addiction comes from. It's that loop.
yeah, I completely agree.
So you started Splitgate when they already had that announcement that they were like, oh, we're transitioning to the new game, Splitgate 2. Around then was when
Yep,
you.
that's when my spark kind of came back a little bit more. Is when they said they wanted to reinvest back into this whole project and go harder with Splitgate 2 because I understood their mentality with what Splitgate 1 was and how they, put it together in a dorm room and they didn't feel like it had a I guess strong enough foundation,
Yep.
compared to
Yeah.
what they wanted it to be. So when they did that, my confidence in the devs just grew a ton and I was ready to see what else they could build.
Do you have a certain
Hell yeah.
time frame that you like remember when you first like ever played Splitgate?
I played heavily the second they dropped it. The second they announced Splitgate and they came on through, I played a decent portion. I remember, because again, that was back when a lot of people were struggling, including the Halo community. They were looking for another game to go ahead and grind.
Oh, so
And
like
Splitgate dropped, and it was the perfect time.
so like the Arena Warfare phase when it first came
Arena
out.
Warfare. No, not the not like the Splitgate 1 is probably the best I remember. That's probably the closest I remember. I wouldn't say I'm
So crossplay?
OG.
So when crossplay
Yes.
first came out. Okay, yeah, got you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I was just
Still
trying to
before
gauge
me, yeah.
when you started Splitgate as a whole.
Because
basically.
yeah, crossplay came out in it was like June or July before the 2021, I believe.
Yeah, it's
If I'm
2021.
correct. Yeah, and then it was the end of that year is when they added the map builder, and that's when I started to play.
Yeah, I think
Curious
I think
about.
Map Builder came like January 2022.
Yep,
Yeah.
because that was right after the launch of Halo Infinite.
Mhm. So yeah, is there any like certain achievements you recall within like any of the Splitgate games that you're like most proud of?
Achievements. Well, when it comes to like, challenges or things to accomplish, I'm a weird player. You could definitely consider me a sweat. The thing I like to do in Splitgate, just like any other game, is I want to go in and I want to see how many times I can frag out. So I mean that's probably what actually I would say my biggest accomplishment is truly understanding the portals, because that was probably the biggest thing of that game. And once you cross that hurdle, it's just a whole different experience, and that just changes the addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
I-
Once you do, like, there's that point you finally flip it, and you're like, wow, I just got the final Infinity Stone, and now
Yep.
I'm having the most fun.
It unlocks a whole different world in Splitgate. It makes it, and I feel bad for people who like really don't want to push for that. They'll hop on, they'll either judge it right away and say they don't want to bother with that system, they don't want to try it a little bit, or they'll just completely ignore it altogether, which I don't blame them if they just want to enjoy the gunplay, because Splitgate 2 has awesome gunplay. But learning those portals, it really will change the game.
Yeah.
It's a whole different skill gap.
Yeah, that weirdly reminded me of when I first started playing. I came over with one of my Halo buddies, and we both had two completely different mindsets. Where me, it's like I wanted to learn every different way to try and use the portals, and he was like, "No,
Yep.
I don't want to touch them. I just want to
Yep.
shoot." It's like
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Exactly.
Like these portals are fun. Like, how could you not want to
Yeah.
use them? But everyone's different, I guess, too.
Yeah, it reminds me of this guest we had, Jingudu. He showcased
Yeah.
a clip of him getting his first ever portal flank in Splitgate 1. Like, he actually had documentation of it, and you could just see
Oh,
like
man.
how like excited he was getting that first ever flank. And I feel like most
Yeah.
people were like in the same situation when they ever
Yeah.
gotten their first one.
Precisely.
Yep.
That's the beginning of the addiction right there.
Yeah,
It really is. You're like, wow, I can do that to people.
right.
Oh.
Oh, hey,
Oh.
we have
Hey, let's
we
go.
have another guest.
Oh wow.
Man, the myth, the
There we go.
legend. He decided to show up.
So
Let's
Nate-
I
go.
was about to go to sleep, but seeing as though Jbowen is
Nah.
here, I had to
All
tell
When
him.
it's a
right.
when it's a split discussion, it has to happen.
All right, so
It's
last
worth it,
last
every time.
podcast we had Nade Strafe, but now he's gonna join us as a host with us since Com was unable to make it. So yeah, Nade, do you want to introduce yourself again for us?
I am Nade Straight. I'm the guy who's hijacking this podcast. I had 3 hours of showtime on the last one. And I'm back again. I make videos on Splitgate and many other games just like Jbowen, and I think he's a great creator and someone I look up to, so I'm glad he's on the podcast.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is honestly great right
Yeah,
now.
now
This
we,
is like
It's gonna be fun, yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the truly of the Splitgate podcast now.
Yeah, now we have you both here. You guys want to talk about your was it your recent collab you guys eventually did? Like, what you guys end up doing?
Which one? You wanna
Which
talk
one?
about the BR where we're going for our long win streaks in Splitgate, or you wanna discuss some Highguard?
I guess we'll start
I
with the
think we should
Splitgate.
go with the
yeah.
hot topic. Oh,
Yeah.
Splitgate? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go Splitgate.
We'll say the
first.
hot spicy topic later.
Right.
I
Correct.
mean, yeah, we're going pretty crazy in the Splitgate BR. We like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really good. Out of any
can't
BR I think I
remember.
played, that's the top one.
Yeah, I can't remember how many wins we got in total, but I think we went on at least a 10 win streak, maybe more.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It was fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now,
No, that's great.
we are having a takedown tournament in the future for, like, what, 2 weeks now? For,
Yeah, it's in roughly
2 weeks in a day?
around 2 weeks in a day.
Yeah. Can we see a possible team
man.
with you both?
I mean, I'd be down. This sounds intimidating. I'm
I'm
sure there's
down
going
as
to be some demons in there.
I mean, I think
Definitely will be.
I think you both as a team could be a pretty hard team to beat. Not gonna lie.
Honestly,
That'd
yeah.
be fun. I'm down, yeah.
Bowman, you have some nasty portals on you. I've played against you and
Thank you,
with
dude.
a couple times. So
You gotta know how to
I
play
think you do.
takedown
Thank
too,
you very
though.
much.
Like, do you guys understand
Yup.
how to play takedown? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I got to add there, too. That's another reason why I love Splitgate so much, because even you could learn everything in the world, but there's always someone who's just ridiculous at that game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've learned so much about it, but I'll log on, any other day, and there's just a dude who just completely mops the floor with me, and they have the most insane rotations. Just, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
No.
let's say you had the keys to like add like any feature or any ability or anything to the game. What would you want to be added to Splitgate, Jbowen?
What would I want to be added to Splitgate? And it could be absolutely anything right
Yeah,
now.
anything.
Mhm. Anything your heart desires.
That's a pretty hard one. They've nailed a lot of things with the I almost said a remake, but the relaunch of the game.
Yep.
What I want them to add. That's a hard Nation. What would you say? What would you add up into this if
My
you could?
answer was the replay mode last time.
Replay
but That's
mode?
just me being selfish so we can record our gameplay in theater mode afterwards.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty huge for the
That'd
content
be
creators.
nice. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be. Honestly, I don't know. I've never really thought of what I would want to add into the game other than what we got right now. I
think
really
there's
like
obvious things like races from Splitgate 1, but that stuff
But
that's
yeah, but
coming.
those are like I'm thinking like
Maybe
something
like
a little out of the box that I would probably crave that might not be the most ordinary.
maybe like a certain
'Cause a lot of
game
that's probably-
mode or like a weapon, a particular weapon style.
A weapon. It's going to sound crazy, but I do enjoy some bows. I wouldn't mind some type of power weapon that could resemble a bow.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy shooting those through portals.
That would be crazy. Give it a little like
3 different crossbows. Where is it? or maybe it could be like a, it could be like a bow / crossbow hybrid. I don't know. They could do something like that.
Yeah.
Or like maybe like Eros has like a generic bow, but like Sabras has a crossbow,
Oh yeah.
and then maybe
Yeah.
Meridian
Gotta
has
be a
some
power
kind of
weapon.
maybe Meridian has some kind of like a futuristic like bow or something, like a plasma like bow. I don't know how that
That'd
would
be
work.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll find some way.
right.
They would. I mean, another thing, Onslaught, but Onslaught with vehicles. That's
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
swear
yeah.
on it. I would love to see vehicles with portals and Splitgate. It's probably hard as ever to code and put that together, but man, that would be so cool.
I remember one
That
of the
would be cool.
theories I had back in Splitgate 2 Alpha when it was this Onslaught that we like the onslaught state we saw, we were brainstorming. It's like, okay, what are these giant portals and like these bases? Like, what are they planning to do with these? Because this was before we even knew Battle Royale was coming, right?
Yeah.
And one of my thoughts was like, okay, well, maybe that, because there was no spawns in those bases, my thought was that maybe they could just store vehicles in there, and they're kind of like vehicle bays.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would like that.
So that was my original thought on those places.
I've always championed the idea of like a mongoose type vehicle, but maybe it's like a hover bike, and it has like almost like a portal gun on the front of it, so you can like drive it through the like little billboards that they have on the ground. I feel like
That would be cool.
fun.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah, the hoverboards, mongooses, like all of those like fast but like small vehicles, like I really enjoy a lot too.
Something
Yeah.
like the Tron bike would be cool. Or is it the
That would
light cycle
actually-
from Tron?
Yeah.
But it could shoot portals. That could be kinda cool.
A vehicle that shoots
That would be
portals.
crazy.
Oh my god, that'll be insane.
You'll be flying on that thing.
Or maybe it's like it comes with its own portal or something. So like as you're driving, it just makes you go in a portal. That'd be cool.
That would work nicely though. You could place a portal before and you can have it
Yeah.
prepped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. That might be plausible actually if you
Yeah.
make it work.
Yeah, with vehicles, you have to think about the balancing act because you have portals,
Yes.
so you can get from A to B in 1 second. Obviously, the goal of a vehicle in other games is to increase the speed at which you get from A to B. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
like a portal completely negates that. So you do have to think like, why should they exist? And they should all probably be quite fast as a result of that. I don't think any
Yes.
tanks would work in a game like Splitgate.
Yeah, that's why like the bike or like some sort of hover thing would probably be a good design choice just because it would make sense for being agile and fast still. But then you also got to think like how durable do you want it to be? Because then we got to think about how are you going to destroy it as well.
Yeah,
What if
that-
instead of vehicles, you just gave players like sci-fi roller skates? It was just like it was
It's like
just
a
like
power pickup or something.
yeah, like armor attachments.
Dude.
Like you just make the players faster by giving them roller skates or like hover boots or little things like that.
How
Maybe
would
introduce things like grapple hooks or even a sliding mechanic.
how would that be different to the
other
rush
things.
ability?
Yeah, true.
We rush on skates.
You pair them both together. and
No,
you
no,
just
around.
hear me out. Hear me out. Armor, it'll be ability reskins. So like it'll be like a skin. So like
Oh,
yeah. So when you pick up the rush, it'll be roller skates instead of just the rush
that would be
like
crazy.
effects.
I would actually like that. If they made that, I'm being serious. If they made that a bundle, I would purchase that. 1047, make it happen for me,
That'd
please.
be funny.
Rollerblade around.
One thing I would like to see, even though like I don't really play the game mode much, is like, where are the split ball skins that like they didn't have much, but they had a few in
Oh.
Splitgate 1. There's
I completely
no
forgot
split ball
about
skins.
that.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
default. Also, you could emote.
No, yeah.
You can emote the split ball in the first game. You can't do that in Arena Reloaded. They should be able to bring back that emote back where you're like spinning the ball around or something. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. That
Yeah.
would be.
That would be. No, that's
But-
actually a good idea. I completely
You should be able to pick up
forgot
the ball
about
and
those
throw
things.
Like chuck that, do some damage on someone with that thing.
It just does like 1
No.
HP damage.
I
Oh,
actually
man.
agree with that.
I got a
'cause
headshot with that.
that opens up potentials for custom games as well for just different mechanics where you have to like throw the ball more.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool,
Yeah.
I think.
Something
You-
like Griff
I
Ball
would.
from Halo, where you can
Yeah.
throw
Yeah.
the ball to each other. That would be
You
That'd
can
be fun.
already you can already throw the ball to extent,
Kinda,
but
yes.
You can,
it's
yeah.
restrictive a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get
It's not full animation for it.
Right.
momentum, and then you're like dropping it, and it
Yeah.
goes pretty far. But it's it's not like the same animation and force as like you would imagine as you were to throw it.
Right.
Yep.
So, what would you say was like your very first video game and like console you played on?
Holy smokes. I can't remember the name of the console, but my parents both used to game, so I used to play on their stuff a while ago, like a really
Okay.
classic Mario games, and this one top over, like it's we have to like build up a city almost top over game. It's ancient, but for me the closest I can remember was the Nintendo 64. I was heavy into Nintendo, and I would say I started getting into like FPSs when I finally got a PS3, and that's when I really shut off with it. But Nintendo from the beginning.
Oh, a cat's in
Oh
his
boy.
room.
Oh
Yep.
man.
All right, while we're waiting, I have a question for you, Mr. Bowen.
Oh boy, hit me with it.
Is content your full-time job, or is it a part-time thing for you?
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
kitty.
Yeah, actually it is full time.
I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. I'm guessing, like, because one thing I noticed about you is that you absolutely pump out content. It's like daily videos.
Yep.
Yes.
2 times a
So
day now.
I'm assuming the
Yeah.
bulk of your like revenue is from YouTube rather than Twitch.
Honestly, both of them are pretty
Wow.
reliant. If I only did one or the other, it would not be possible at
Yeah,
all.
that's what I thought you
It'd
were
be
at that
way
stage.
too rough.
Like,
Yeah.
you are at the stage that I'm striving to get to, where like both of them combined is enough to bring me in like a livable income.
Yep.
So
That is
that's the
definitely the
stage I
key
thought you
starting
were at.
off.
Yeah.
That's it. Trying to
It's
get
very
them
cool.
both to work, transferring the YouTube crowd over to Twitch, and I mean even streaming on YouTube too. I mean regardless, just streams and videos.
So,
Do you stream on YouTube?
No, I want to. I should.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's kind of stupid that I don't.
Twitch
Same.
streaming's kind of the
Uh,
new way of doing it.
I used to, and then I moved over to Twitch again.
so you think your first game? So sorry. You think your first game was like probably like one of the Mario games, or like Mario's or Nintendo 64? You're thinking?
Yeah, Nintendo 64. I mean, I played a lot. My favorite though was Super Mario 64. I love that game to death. But it's a lot of games on there
Yeah.
that I grinded out. GameCube, Nintendo Wii, and funny enough, my first shooter was on the Nintendo Wii. Call of Duty World at War.
Oh my
And I used to have that
man.
little. I used to have the little blaster gun thing. I stuck them into. Oh man. Oh man.
my
And
God,
that is
thing.
where my addiction began. And I was far gone from Nintendo after that point.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you say that. I remember playing that like once. I thought it was really cool, but at the same time, I'm like, I probably could not constantly play this.
No, dude, I used to think I was so savage back in the day with that little gun, running around World at War. Oh my god.
That's great.
Ugh.
Now we mentioned it, I don't think we discussed what our first games and consoles were. Did we, Yergi?
No, we didn't do it on this pod. I don't think.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess a little bit of a refresher because we had Nade Strafe on our last podcast, and this was for somebody asked that question. His was it like Duck Hunt? What you think was probably the original Nintendo system? Yeah. Mine was probably, I would say, Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Nintendo, nice.
maybe it was the Bomberman game, like the Super Bomberman for Super Nintendo. It was either that or Super Mario World. What about you, Yergi? What was yours first?
It was the GameCube.
Okay.
I remember very clearly. It was the GameCube, and one of the first games was, pretty sure it was Mario Party, if I'm being correct.
Do you know which one?
No idea which one. I just remember it being like a Mario Party because my dad was the one in control of the like console at the time, and when we would play, it'd be like me, my brother, my dad, and some of the neighbor kids too. So we'd have like a party of people there, and we need games that we could play as like multiplayer, or else we're all going to be fighting to try and play. So
Yeah.
Mario Party was one of those games where we could all play as one. You know.
Little do you guys know that you guys will be fighting over rigged stars in Mario Party as well, huh?
I was gonna say, that's probably so toxic.
I mean, it
Man.
evolved quickly into us playing like Halo 2 on the original Xbox, and then just fighting over just killing each other and stuff. So
Mario Party, what was the thing they always say, like the thing that ends relationships or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what Mario games are for. Mario
Yeah.
Party,
I
Mario
mean,
Kart. I mean, my
Mario
goodness.
Smash Bros.
Yeah, Smash Bros. I mean, they all end friendships.
Yeah, ends
I mean,
friendships. Yep.
Man.
Me and my brother would play those kind of games together all the time growing up, and the amount of times we got into fights is ridiculous, honestly. Worth it every time, though.
It is.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Coma that question because we haven't heard
sure.
an answer from him. So the next question I have is there like a certain theme that you would love to see in like a possible like new map in the future?
Good question.
That's a really good question.
I
I
think
love the Tokyo theme that they did this time around, but
that was
I've been
cool.
thinking more of a foresty vibe, almost like in Black Ops 3 that what's the map called? Redwood or whatever it was?
Yep.
Something of that
Yep.
style. I think that would look beautiful with 1047 putting it together in portals.
All
Like
right.
a jungle theme with portals scattered throughout.
Yes.
That'd be
Yes.
kinda cool, actually. I could see that working well.
I'm not too familiar with the map, but I'll do some research and bring it up for the YouTube edit for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So is there like a you already kind of answered this earlier, but is there like a power weapon or equipment that you may want to see to be added? So you already mentioned bows for like a possible feature, but
Good power weapon.
but is there maybe like a power weapon or equipment instead of like bows that you maybe want to
Instead of
add
a
as
bow.
well?
Honestly, I would love some more melee weapon change ups, like maybe getting a chainsaw or something coming on through. Although that might be a little too much for Splitgate. I don't know about that though. I know that would be it. I'm a huge Gears of War head, so anything with the chainsaw on it, I'm all for.
Hell yeah.
But equipment wise, I don't know.
Start introducing like some kind of Knuckles power weapon or something that's like maybe you can do like a charge attack with it.
Man, you see, I'm all for it. I would love that.
Yeah.
That
It
could be cool.
if like they didn't. You know how the bat obviously one hit kills. If there was like
Yeah.
knuckle dusters and they did 50% damage, but they knocked the player back when you hit them, that could be cool.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it would
like
be
quick
physics.
I like that.
Like
It's-
when you add physics into stuff, it makes
Yeah.
everything more fun.
yeah, it'll
It
be
does.
it'll
That'd be
be
cool.
it'll basically work like the opposite of gravitas. Instead of the pole,
Yes.
you just push it
Yeah.
with the knuckles.
What if you get a little
I
bit
like-
more momentum and you really knock them
Weapons
back?
like the gravitas are cool too. Ones
Oh,
that
I
have the
like
old
that,
fire
J
modes.
Balin.
Yeah.
J Balance like, what if you get like a bit of momentum, then like you'll even get even more pushback. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be cool. I
Although
like
when did this kill at that point though?
I would like to
Probably
see
would,
them
yeah.
add
Maybe
like a pairing mechanic to the bats though, because I feel like it would add a depth to the gameplay with the
Yeah.
bats. Kind of like how
That'd
they
be
have
interesting.
with swords in Halo, but
Yeah.
with a bat, you know?
I said it
and-
before. I think bats are a little underpowered compared to any other power weapons because you can't just redo the same thing again from Splitgate 1 with like all of these branded out weapons and like new abilities like sliding and all these perks and ability pickups. I think close range power weapon on its own is just not quite enough. At least with the gravitas, you can pull them in, right? But the
Yeah.
secondary,
fair.
but with only 4 potential kills, while most other power weapons can possibly exceed that. I just, I think the bat needs a little bit of a buff. What do you guys think about that?
I want to mine more hits out of it.
More
yeah,
hits?
just a couple extra hits, and then adding the pairing mechanic to it, to where if you were to hit someone else that has a bat too at the same time, it takes less of your charge and does less damage to the other person.
Right.
And it would create some cool interactions, I think.
That'll be interesting to see, honestly. Add a little bit of a skill gap to it, knowing that you can actually counter it a little bit, not completely, but if you can time it correctly, you could kind of get yourself out of a hot spot.
You really would only see it happen in more of the party modes and custom game modes, though, because there's not a lot of times there's going to be 2 BFBs in play at once.
Exactly.
One of the modes I'd like to see returned is speed bats. So in that mode, you would have a lot of bats.
But in that mode, the pairing mechanic is perfect, though, because it just adds that level of depth to the gameplay that's fun.
I don't know if I mentioned this.
Wasn't that in Halo?
Yeah.
Like if you had 2 hammers, you could just kind of bash off of each other.
The hammers, not kind of.
I don't think you could do it with hammers. You could with swords.
It was the swords.
Send you back.
Yeah.
The swords, yes. It would clash, and it would do a reduced damage then. It was honestly a lot of fun at times. There was a whole game mode.
A lot of fights, man.
In Halo 3, as long as you keep clashing with the energy swords, fights could go on forever, basically. I guess the devs didn't like that, because in later entries it got to a point where eventually it does kill, which is kind of disappointing if you ask me. But in Halo 3, you could just have like a very long sword battles with another player.
I was really big into playing customs in Halo, and there was this game mode that I saw in multiple different Halo games where it's literally just a tournament between people with swords, and you'd kill each other, then the pathway would spawn to the next spot. You'd pair it out, kill each other until there's only two people left. It was fun, honestly.
Sounds fun.
You see, what was cool about at least Halo 3's energy sword, there was some depth to the weapon itself, because it's not just you swing with it, right? There was the heavy launch swing, which was your primary, right? Mm-hmm. But then it also had the secondary swing where it was much quicker, but it doesn't have the launch. It doesn't have the launch.
Yeah. And no, it doesn't take as much charge.
No, it does the same damage. It's just it doesn't have the launch. Well, if you launch, then you're basically on cooldown. So you have to balance between doing the launch and doing the melee attack itself, basically. So
that'd be cool to see a difference between a heavy swing and maybe just a quick bonk, too.
Yeah. I think I don't know if I pitched this on the podcast before, but one of the ideas I came up with the top of my head for the bat was, how they have emotes or the bat, they just get all flashy with the bat. They do tricks with it, they spin it around and stuff. I thought maybe what would be interesting is what if the bat has some kind of boomerang, a physics or something, as a secondary attack. Maybe
also, what you chuck it and it comes on back to you.
Yeah. So maybe
more range.
maybe instead of it having just a full 100 damage, but maybe it can potentially hit multiple targets with less charge consumption, and it just comes back. That'd be cool.
I mean, if you want your boomerang, I don't think it's going to be balanced into the bat, but we can figure out something.
I want my boomerangs, bro.
Boomerang Phoenix.
Bring in the boomerang in general.
Yeah. I mentioned about wanting possible boomerangs in the last podcast, so that's why you're just Phoenix with the boomerangs. Yeah, that'd be fun. Alright, so let's see here. So is there... If there's a streamer that you maybe or a big content creator you may want to see pick up the game out,
Who would that be?
Like a big content creator to pick up the
Yeah.
game and play Splitgate consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like it's a hard question because I don't want just anybody to come on in and pick it up. I would want them to genuinely enjoy it. So there's some names I could probably throw out, but I feel like if anything, it should probably be more so from the Halo scene of content creators who will probably blend very nicely and play it more consistently. I know Mint Blitz. I don't. He used
that'd
to
be
make a
cool.
little bit of content for
Yeah.
Splitgate, but he stopped a little bit. If it came back in
Yeah.
more consistently, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I want to name some COD guys, some Battlefield guys, and some others. But I just know that sadly they probably won't want to stick around too much because of the differences in gameplay. They want a
Yeah.
little bit something twitchier, not as arena-like.
Yeah, when Splitgate 2 like first came out, like they did a whole like sponsor for like all these streamers, and it was cool to see some of these guys play the game, but it did seem like they genuinely want to keep with the game, and like
Exactly.
we never see them play Arena Reloaded. I would love to see some of them like possibly return to try out Arena Reloaded. Like for example,
I would too.
I don't know if Moist Kriggle will sponsor it all, but I remember he was talking about how he enjoyed Splitgate at one point during Splitgate 2.
That'd be a good one.
I'd be interested to see what his thoughts would be on the Arena Reloaded rebrand, on the changes for that and stuff.
I'd be curious of FaZe Jev too. I like his outlook on some games and his perspective.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So, I guess we could talk about. There's not a whole lot that have been happening in the past 2 weeks since our last podcast.
Yeah.
But I guess we can at least talk about what's going on ahead, and let me
Let's
see
look forward
here.
to at least.
Give me a moment. There is. Okay.
See, my last video was talking about the fact that there is not much to talk about. I'm really scraping the barrel here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's been a little slow.
There's a lot they can add though. Like I'm really hoping that the content roadmap goes beyond March because we haven't seen anything beyond that.
All
yet.
right.
But
just
I hope so as well.
So one thing
I really hope so.
one thing I want to talk about first about this roadmap is that we're actually missing something from the promised January roadmap, are we not? The retro
Are we?
run event. I don't think we ever seen the retro run event. Unless
No, I don't recall that. What was it
Unless-
called? The retro what event?
it's
Retro Run.
called retro run.
Retro
I
one.
Yeah.
imagine that was supposed to be with the Mythic bundle.
yeah, the 8-bit skins or whatever, like the
Yeah.
retro skins.
I
yeah.
don't think so though, because they separate that as this mythic bundle, right? Down here.
Well, yeah, but they normally do them like the retro run event sounds like it's the event they would do around the release of the bundle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was my thought. Was that maybe they were just gonna introduce some kind of game mode or some map rotation or something
Yeah.
with you using the new retro mythic skin, like they did with the Goliath event in Gunslinger for
Yeah.
the cowboy skin. But yeah, we haven't seen the retro run event, so I don't know what happened to that. And then we still got like a couple weeks of February, but we still haven't seen Instagib in quick play yet. Casual leaderboards.
Oh, you're right.
I don't think casual leaderboards been implemented yet. I do know that we can actually see our rank across all seasons now and all game modes, at least now for leaderboards. So that's
Maybe
something.
that's it.
That's something good to know. So I don't know if casual leaderboards got added in with that. Probably not, because I would think they would mention it if they did. And then we have new events coming up called Skybreaker. And we have another Hunt the Devs, Double XP. I don't know if there's going to be a new Mythic bundle. To be honest, the new Mythic bundle is probably the one we have with the 8-bit. And yeah. But yeah, what do you guys think? I've asked this before, but now we kind of got like a more general idea of what the event might be. What do you guys think the Retro Run event would be if they ever actually do end up doing it?
Retro Run events.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be the same thing they did with the one in the chamber, right? Where it's forced skins, like everyone's using the cowboy stuff, whereas in this one everyone would be using the retro skins.
Mhm.
But in terms of like what the game mode actually is, I have no idea.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be integrated with like Instagib or anything. Because
No.
for example, the Instagib would not be using the 8-bit bundle skins. Like you won't be using.
No.
Yeah.
There's no like railgun within that bundle or anything. So I don't think it's that. I do think it could be something going on with this map.
The map.
Yeah. But then that wouldn't really exactly make sense if it was promised in January, though, right? Because this map technically wouldn't have been out yet.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what the event could be. It might just be some sort of just simple party mode where it's like you use this gun and when you kill people there's this special effect to it.
I think what they could
don't-
maybe do. I think what Retro Run could have been, it was like maybe they did like some kind of a. Maybe this is why it didn't came out in January, because maybe it was too much to figure out. But I know in custom game modes and settings, if you really wanted to, you could take away the portal overload system and
Yep.
portal overloading. So one theory I had was maybe the Retro Run event was a take on a game that did not have portal overloading or portal replacement, because you can remove both of those features within custom settings.
Yeah.
So to make it feel like
That's cool.
actual Splitgate one,
Splitgate 1, yeah.
Portal
Oh,
one.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
that too. It could also
Okay.
be on like it could be that plus only on Splitgate 1 remake maps.
Yeah, probably. It could be
Cool.
something like
Yeah.
that too, yeah.
I'm just confused why we would say it would be in January if they want more Splitgate 1 remakes.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say, looking at the roadmap, it feels like a lot of the February stuff got pushed to January,
Yeah.
and now we're kind of just stuck waiting for something here in February to come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys were
Seems
talking
the case.
about this before the podcast, but
Yeah.
the whole isn't there Jbowen's like, isn't there supposed to be like a arena map coming in February? That arena
Yeah,
map
I mean,
was
Initially,
this
I
map.
thought that it was going to be. Yeah, it was supposed to be
Yeah.
this map. And I thought
Yep.
that I heard that they were ahead of schedule. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that they were ahead of schedule, so they decided to, just put that map.
That's what I
map-
heard too. They said they're ahead of it. Yeah.
This map came out with this
But-
map late January, so it's already been in quick play.
My question is if you guys were so confident in being ahead of schedule to put this map out early, why? If we're waiting so long for the maps that were supposed to have come in March, maybe we just waited to have put the map out a little bit later, so we have
Yeah.
that content drop
Yeah.
during this time.
It's also possible that they were like ahead of schedule for February, but now they're behind schedule for March.
Right.
That
Yep.
happens with
It's a
work a lot.
possibility, yeah. Yeah.
Where you're like you're ahead, you think you got a good head start, and then something happens, and now all of a sudden you're all the way
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah. My
So
worry
it
My worry right
Could
now
be
is
that.
that they're just not going to really do a whole lot new right now until the new season, but then they're just going to lose all these players interest because they waited too long to
I mean,
add the content.
to be fair, around the end of the season, people tend to lose interest a lot of times anyways and just wait for the new battle pass and everything to come out.
Yep.
So, waiting until the new season to have another bigger content drop is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, maybe, who knows. What I do know is that Splitgate is running into this issue, though, where, like, the more maps they do add, the less likelihood of getting that said map in quick play. So they need
So glad you said that.
They need to do something about that sometime soon. Because...
Please.
And I have the solution. It's called map voting.
I think we discussed this last time,
That's
right?
true.
There's
We're gonna
discuss about it
discussed it the
again.
past like 2 or 3 podcasts, and we're gonna keep discussing it.
Honestly, since the last podcast, Core brought something interesting to me that I think will work perfectly for Splitgate, and that is like, let's say you have your whole map voting system, right? But it's not gonna be guaranteed on the whoever map gets most voted to be the next selected map. Instead, it'll be, if you guys ever played Mario Kart in the past, how they did
or like
their
Smash Bros.
How they did their whole like map rotation thing. Basically,
Exactly
it's
what you're getting at.
yeah, it's all the maps that people voted for in the pool, and maybe don't make it so like, oh, you can just vote any of the 16 maps or whatever. Maybe it's like a certain list of maps to vote for, right? Just so it's, just keep the game consistently doing something different for maps, right?
Yeah.
But basically, you put all these maps that people voted for in the set pool, and then it'll just do like a random selection. Randomizer between all the selections. I think they could do stuff like that.
Oh. I will say I think that would be the best way. Because I was going to say, I'm going to play devil's advocate here, because in a lot of games I play that have map selecting, although I really do like it, it always seems that there's always going to be a select few maps that just will never get picked. It's going to be a set few that everybody will say is awful, and you will never see them ever again, because anytime they come up in the rotation, people will vote off of them. So this will still give you that tiny chance that maybe you can get that map to pop up, but still, if the majority of people in the lobby want something else, you have a better chance still to get that map.
Exactly.
Honestly, I can't even disagree with that, because that also still helps you with getting the data you need to know when a map isn't liked, to know like, hey, maybe there's something we need to fix here to make this map a little bit more enjoyable.
Another thing I'm kind of concerned about right now is the whole... I mean, this could also be fixed with the whole map voting system a little bit too, but I think we should get back to a formula where the custom maps are separated to quick play. Like, it's in its own playlist anytime there's like a custom map being featured. Because not everyone wants to play custom maps in quick play, so it's kind of weird that you're just like forcing them into these custom maps.
That's true.
And they're also like
some of them are liked, some of them are rough.
They're also some players out there probably thinks that they're official maps too, even though
all
they're
I'm
not.
gonna say too
They don't know.
is,
Yeah.
I think my cat turned my mic down. Custom maps, even in their best state, are experimental maps, so they're never gonna be perfect. Even like, you might find 1 or 2 here and there that are maybe close to dev quality in its designs and looks, but that's rare. That's really rare. And even then, when you find that, how is the performance going to work, because it's a lab map too? So
exactly.
Forcing people to play those maps, I don't think is the choice, especially not in ranked, because apparently people were getting them in ranked too.
In ranked, that's a little too far, I think, in ranked.
So no, the custom maps were never in ranked.
They weren't in ranked. Okay.
No.
Okay, I was going. That would have been pretty crazy.
I think it was people complaining about tryhard being in ranked.
Yeah,
but that's
it was probably
different
tryhard.
discussion about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I can see quick play though, partially with the player count in mind, because if they put it in its own little category, I feel like maybe if you want to play those custom maps publicly, the chances of finding a lobby might be a bit rough compared to it being in just the base,
I think that's the same thing I
algorithm.
said. Yeah, I think my
Yeah.
solution was putting custom maps in certain modes, like the party modes.
Mhm.
We would go in those.
That is
Yeah.
actually a nice little middle ground there. Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
I
good.
feel like that's a good middle ground too, where it's specific modes where they work better in and people aren't caring as much.
I was gonna say people
They'll-
probably won't care as much if they hop into like a
I've
gun
also
game
I haven't
or
played a single
anything
match
else
of
that's
Runway
Spartan.
in matchmaking. I've just realized this.
Yeah, I was
it's,
just
it's pretty
we were
rare.
just talking about this before. Like I got my first match of it this past weekend after complaining of not being able to play it.
Yeah, I haven't played a single one. I've played one match and it was in custom games.
And I like
Yeah.
it too. I really like the
And it's
map,
my-
but I
yeah,
just
it's like my
The
favorite
runway's
cannot
pretty
get
cool.
it. Could not get it.
Yeah,
They
and
need. I think I said this before as well. They need to take a page out of Call of Duty's book and do a map 24/7 playlist, like the week
Yep.
it comes out,
right.
Yep.
Yep. Just let us get our fill.
or at
and
least
then
favor
you
it
wanna take
in
that
the
one, yeah.
chances of like let's say you search quick play, the new map has a double chance of getting picked.
To be
Because,
fair,
compared to
map
all the others.
voting might help this situation out too then, because
Yeah.
if we get map
Yeah.
voting, the new map shows up, guess what, everyone's going to be
Yeah.
voting for the new map because everyone
Yep.
wants to play the new map.
Because like in
Exactly.
season 2, they're already promising, they're gonna bring back a Splitgate 1 remake or something of that, something in that line, right? So that's another map there, and then let's say we could assume that you're gonna add another 44 map that's unique to Splitgate Arena related too. So that's another map there. So like that's like gonna be like what, like 18, 19 maps
Oh yeah.
by that point.
I haven't played Tryhard yet either. I've yet to get Tryhard.
Really, no tryhard either.
No Tryhard.
I've had a
Yeah.
couple try hard games.
I played it a few times. I don't think I played Runway yet in quick play, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they don't come up with a voting system sometime soon, then it's just going to be weird, because every time they advertise new map, or oh, custom map is in the feature in the quick play right now, it's like, well, bro,
be fair,
most of your
I feel
players is not
like,
going to play those maps because they're not getting it in the rotation.
These
Mhm.
were the first map releases where I felt like it was actually a problem, honestly. Like before this, the map pool had been small enough to where when they did release the maps, it wasn't too hard to get a match on it.
Yeah.
It's finally
Exactly.
gone to that point where it's like, well, we need a way to favor these maps now, or else you're going to be playing a couple hours before you get the map that you want.
Yeah,
Yep. And it's only going to get harder and harder as time goes on, and more gets added.
Arena Reloaded added 5 new maps, and we had 2 new maps added on top of that. So it basically
I love the maps though. Like I love
Me
getting
too.
more maps. I'm not complaining about that part.
it basically
I just want to
doubled.
play them more. That's all.
It basically doubled the map pool that we had from Splitgate 2. And then it's like, oh,
Yep.
guys, we need a voting system
crazy.
now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they're doing a
Uh,
good job with getting content in.
Yeah.
They are, but it's rough when they're going to add content and you can't find it. And you know, just like we're just
Yeah,
saying,
That's the
more
thing,
maps that come in, it's going to be hard.
There's like additions to the game on average probably every 2 weeks, but it still feels like we're playing the same content we were playing 2 months ago. So there's a problem with like discovering the new content that they need to fix.
I
Yeah.
can agree on that, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That could be say the same thing about their map browser right now, because like the only thing that's
Oh, that's
really relevant for looking at maps is the current default being the newest maps, but we don't have any other filtering. Like, let's say we want to
better
view-
filtering would be nice.
view based on like most popular played that week or that month, etc. Right? Like we don't have
Most
anything like
likes,
that.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, we don't
Most
have a like
downloaded,
system
whatever.
yet, but
Yeah,
maybe in
but
the
that's what I'm
future.
saying. There's
Yeah.
like just a better system overall to sort through and find stuff would be nice. On top of that, A big
Yeah.
reason why I haven't been making maps as much is there's no way to really share your map code with another map maker and collab on a map.
Yeah.
So like I don't do art as much on my maps. I mainly focus on the blockouts and just the basic mechanics of it. I've been wanting to find someone who's really good at arting out maps and work together with them to make a really good map. And
Yeah.
I can't do that right now. I just can't.
You can kind of
The
do it. In a
Halo
very
3 file share is like the perfect example of what they need to add.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
This was the pitch I had too, where like maybe for like, so I guess it's kind of similar to file share in Halo, but in the custom browser, right? Let's say you want to make a map that's very dependent on like a custom game mode, then there should be like an option to like, let's say I select a certain map in the custom browser to want to play it in the lab or on the custom browser, right? And then it'll prompt me, it's like, there is a game mode attached to this. Do you want to select that game mode when playing this map? And then you can opt in yes or no, right? And then when you opt in, it already has the game mode selected for you, like the custom game mode.
Yep.
I think that could also encourage map creators to get more interesting when it comes to map designs, where it's not just like,
Okay.
oh, this is just a 4v4 map, right? But
I see what you're saying, though. No, yeah. It's easier to advertise your custom game modes with your maps, basically, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, so like, let's say you want to make a parkour map, but like no one knows a parkour game mode that could be used.
Yeah, okay.
It could just
That makes
be
sense.
saved along the parkour map with that settings, so the host doesn't have to monkey around with settings at all.
No, I agree with that. That's a big quality of life, which I don't even know. Maybe Halo Infinite did that, but I know the old Halo Forges didn't do that.
The only thing
Even.
I can think of that's kind of similar is the Halo file share. Is like when you like look at someone's file share, you see their map,
You can.
and sometimes you'll see
And the
like
mode
a
that goes with
attached
it.
like game mode or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's fair. Hell yeah. No.
You just reminded me of something by saying the parkour maps. In Splitgate 2, so not Arena Reloaded,
Mhm.
I don't know where I played it. Must have been like some kind of custom game night that someone hosted. I remember playing maps that were like a giant slide, and everyone was like racing down them. Everyone was holding slides to go down this like big ramp.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
stuff like that would be really cool as a matchmaking game mode. Like hopefully with
Yeah.
races, that's the kind of thing we get. I'm hoping they're not like Splitgate 1 races. Like I want to actually feel like I'm in some kind of like competitive race with laps and a timer and things like that against other players. So hopefully we
That
get
would
some
be
more like
interesting.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
like track style races would be really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be cool,
I
actually.
think they have a lot of replayability as well because it's like inherently competitive because you want to beat people's
Well,
like lap time and
and
things.
the nice thing about that too is you can set it up to where you're going head to head with other people, and each time you're racing them, different things can happen. Which
Yeah.
that there's the replayability right there.
Exactly.
There was a huge community in like Halo 3 and Halo Reach of people just making racing maps, and you just
Yeah.
race
Oh, yeah.
on the
Yep.
Yeah.
Mongoose and Warthog. It was so popular.
I remember those. Like I used to play those a lot. I got good at it too.
Yep.
And I also got into the sumo wrestling maps too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
literally, yeah, they would make maps in like a big I call it like a toilet bowl because it's basically just this
Yeah.
big cone that goes down into a death pit.
Yep.
And everyone's in a warthog. You drive down and you're just trying to push each other either off the top edge or down into the pit. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
I think it
That's
was called
pretty
like
awesome.
Sumo Warthogs or something.
Yeah, yep. Yeah.
We were talking about our speculations on about the Retro Run event. What's your guys' speculations on the Skybreaker event in February? Like, what do you guys think that's gonna be?
Skybreaker. I'm a throw out a parkour style of event where you gotta climb up to the sky. That's what I'm gonna say.
That would be cool actually if they added
A little race for
custom,
that.
like a custom parkour map for, but it would have to be
Yeah.
I feel like
be a dev thing though.
I feel like it has to be something involved with tryhard.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
That I could
Yeah.
see that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, some sort
That's-
of
yeah.
try-hard event.
Yeah.
Try hard with low gravity volume around the whole map, so everyone's
Ooh.
floating
Oh,
constantly.
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Oh,
You
come
like
on
that?
now. That get me
Yeah.
excited for something I don't know if it's coming.
Yeah.
That would
then-
be cool, honestly.
And then in March we have all of this stuff listed. We still don't know for sure what this power weapon could be. It's Meridian. I'm leaning towards some kind of plasma weapon.
Plasma rifle?
Yeah, like some kind of plasma rifle.
Yeah.
What's your guys' thoughts on that?
It's looking like a SMG or AR or something. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
I could see that too.
maybe an SMG? An overpowered SMG of some type?
That's why I'm thinking kind of like the plasma rifle from SG1, kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
Because it's like that in between of like the AR and the SMG, but as a plasma.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you nailed it, low key.
Yeah, I think the one remaster.
Because it's going to come with the SG1 remaster as well, which is probably going to be a map that has it on it as a power.
Yeah,
So
I think the remaster they're gonna be remastering or quote remastering. I think it's just gonna be a port of Foregone Destruction because they already remastered that in the first game. It fits the same. How I say it.
pretty sure plasma was a power on that, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it fits the same way as how they eventually ported Carmen Station, and which was a remake of Outposts, and then Abyss was also remade, and they ported that. So it makes me think they'll just port Foregone Destruction eventually.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, maybe this is actually a straight up remaster on a new map we haven't seen yet. That'd be cool.
If it's a remaster, I hope it's either Highwind or Impact, honestly.
Highwind or Impact. Yeah.
We need another ASIM, honestly. That's mainly the reason why.
Another choices I would like to see a lot will either be between Olympus, Lava Well, and
Good one.
it's Olympus, Lava Well, and shit.
Silo.
What was it? Yeah, Club Sile. That was actually what I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
Club Style is
and
a
Club Sile.
decent one.
Yeah.
Club
Decent.
Style had a lot of verticality in it, and it was a ASIM, and I want to see more ASIM maps. So
Yep.
those
We
I
need
feel
more
like
ASIM.
those are possible candidates along with Highwind or not? Yeah, Highwind, and what was the other one you said, Yurgi?
Impact. Impact.
Yeah, Impact.
I love
Impact's
Impact.
interesting, too.
It's so
Impact was a
fun.
good map.
Yeah.
That was a really
Yeah.
good map.
Really good map.
Um,
I feel like it was grounded enough of a map to fit into the design style that they were shooting for. Was
how you guys
the new version of Splitgate.
think that they're gonna do the race mode? Like, how is that gonna be incorporated into multiplayer? You guys think?
Multiplayer.
Yeah, because it's gonna have
'cause they
multiplayer
said
feature.
I don't know, maybe just I'm wondering if they're actually going to have you racing against others or if it's just going to keep track of everybody's stats and it's just going to, if you play it, it's going to go into the overall pool of stats of people who already did it. And that's what they'll consider multiplayer.
No, please no.
I hope not. No, I don't want it to be.
Other
I want to
players.
race you. I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to, but I can't deny that I'm a little
So-
worried that they might just
I'm pretty
Bro,
sure
that-
there's enemy physics, like enemy collision on players. So if you run into an enemy, you actually physically like hit them and bounce off of them. So if they do side by side races, that could honestly make some very fun and interesting interactions.
Yeah.
it would.
It could.
I hope
work.
they do that. Yeah.
It can't be
Yeah.
the same as Splitgate 1 though, because like, if you have that style in multiplayer, Like, let's say I place my portal down to teleport to the next, whatever they would call, like the disco ball that you had to collect as you raced, and then somebody else places theirs on top of mine. I can't go through that anymore. Mine's vanished. mine's been.
No.
Like, it won't work. It can't possibly work with like 4 players. It has to be something new.
I know for the core mode itself, I really want it to be basically just Splitgate 1 races, and I think a lot of people who did races in Splitgate 1 would also second that, wanting it to be basically, don't change the formula, it's already was good as is, but maybe the multiplayer just be something like extra. It's just like on the side.
I do
right?
think they should definitely still have single player. It should be both.
Yeah.
But they should be different at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Custom race maps would be cool. I think that would like
Custom race map
That
would be
would be
so
nice,
much
yeah.
fun.
yeah.
So much
Yep.
fun.
I think that the race like community in itself was like a different section of Splitgate to the people who played Arena mostly. Like there
A
are
lot of
people
times,
on
yeah.
Twitter that would just post their like time trials every day, and there's people that
Dweeb
now
still does.
yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Dweeb still posts his times.
Yep,
like, every week.
Dweeb is still getting new records to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd still
Toby
be
Rapella
playing
was
it.
doing it for a while as well.
Yeah.
Like there was that guy. Was it a guy? Was it a? Did you ever see the one called like there was a bot, one called like Dino Bot or something, or Race
Oh
Bot?
yeah, yep.
Was it Race
Yep.
Bot?
I think it was Dinobot.
I don't know if that was like an actual bot that they made race, or if that was a player. But it had like the highest
Oh.
like lap time on all the maps for a while.
Oh,
Pretty
like
sure
it
it was,
actually simulated
player.
like the best possible time at the time. Yeah, they actually
Possibly,
did.
yeah.
They actually did something like that like,
Oh.
years ago. Yeah, it was
Okay.
interesting. All right, so let's talk
cool.
about the only content update they did like the past 2 weeks. So let me share screen again here.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
All right. So, I thought it would be fun if maybe we have Jbowen here to read this out if he likes to.
With his
hold on a
buttery
second.
smooth voice, yes.
Oh
My-
Lord.
Hold on a second. Something is
Before we start this, I had a YouTube comment the other day that was does Jbowen do the announcer voice in real life?
And the answer is yes. Yes.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
Jbowen,
God.
would you mind reading this for us?
Let's see here. The whole bad boy? Or you want me to just go to the additional details? This is for rank takedown, right?
If it's too much to read,
Let's
you can
see.
summarize if you want.
No, not at all.
All right.
We polled our community over the last few weeks to gather input on proposed rank changes and whether we should change the game mode that currently populate the ranked playlist. We heard your feedback loud and clear, and Takedown was the winner of this month's poll. Honestly, I don't even know if I voted in this poll, to be real with you. Let's see. Today we're shifting the arena ranked mode from King of the Hill, Dom, TDM with loadouts to Takedown with even starts, carbine/pistol. This change is intended to keep the core arena experience feeling fresh and challenging. Takedown is equally competitive in its own right, and we are excited to see how the players engage with the new ranked playlist. Additional details: your ranked will not change, and you will progress the leaderboards with the same as before. There will be no rank reset. Ranked Takedown will have even starts and not customizable loadouts, primary cadence carbine, secondary blank pistol, and Ranked Takedown will be 3v3. And we're excited to see the meta form for Ranked Takedown, and we'll be monitoring feedback continuously.
Something.
Hope that was pretty solid. Was that pretty good? Yeah.
That was good.
Thank
Not
you.
bad,
for
huh?
that.
That was good. I like that.
Something I will add to that they did not mention is it is best 4 out of 7, so there is more rounds added to it.
Yes.
So
That's 4 out of 7. It's actually honestly, I played like 3 games before the podcast, and I feel like the rounds is at a good point. Like you feel like the game's not just ending right away, even when you're starting to snowball. So
yeah.
it's good.
So what?
Okay.
So what's your guys' thoughts about all of that for ranked right now?
I mean, I haven't tried it personally. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you prefer this over the previous ranked? Do you guys think Takedown should be like the permanent way it should be? Yeah.
I'm a takedown player. I played ranked takedown back in Splitgate 1. So
Yeah.
I voted for this. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna actually grind ranked now, even if I'm only solo queuing. Before, when it was arena, I would only queue when I had at least 3 people on my team. If I didn't have 3 people on my team, it was just it was not fun because you would be running into 3 to 4 stacks of some of the best players in the game,
Yeah.
and then it ruins the experience if you're trying to play. On top of that, even starts as a competitive player just feels the best.
Yeah. I'll be real. I mean, I like this change. I think it's pretty good for Splitgate because I think it'll help it stand out from the rest of the crowd. I think that Takedown really showcases the core of Splitgate. You know, just crazy portaling, heavy teamwork, working around your team, and getting some solid trades. I like Dom and King of the Hill and all that stuff, but I do think it helps it stand out. It's different. You don't really
Yeah.
see other games, pick this up for a ranked scene.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like I've said it before, Takedown is truly what makes Splitgate stand out from any other FPS. No other FPS has, well, they have game modes similar to it. Like I heard Halo had a Blitz mode, but it doesn't play the way Splitgate does with its portals, honestly.
Nate?
I agree.
Ultimately, I think that they should be 2 separate playlists like they were in Splitgate 1, but obviously we can't have that because the player count, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. I think
I would
rotation
say-
is the best middle ground that we can currently work with, but ideally, if the player count increases, I would want them to be separate things.
I liked how they did it in Splitgate 1 because you could multi-select. You could do both takedown and 4v4. So if you had a 3 stack, because that's what most people will play ranked 4s with, is like normally a
Yeah.
2 to 3 stack. You don't always get a 4 stack. You could queue both modes and play both ranked. And it could be a way to share the player base between the 2 modes, but we don't have the comped community to do that right now, and that's the problem.
Well, even at the end of like Splitgate 1, or even like shortly before they did the whole like, oh, we're shifting our development to the new game. Even before that message, they were like, ranked was in this weird spot where like, sure you could queue both takedown and 4v4, but realistically, you're probably only ever gonna get that 4v4 match, like 1 out of like 15 games or something like that. Like a lot of 14s, this is all gonna be takedown, because there was this lack
most
of players.
of the comp community was playing takedown.
There was lack of players queuing 4v4, and the player base was pretty small. So I think, despite how I feel about takedown, there's 2 things I'm gonna keep in mind here. Is that a lot of people, I know Yorkie mentioned this, but I honestly, I would say I prefer the art style in Splitgate 1 takedown maps more than the simulation art style in Splitgate 2. Partially this because limiting the entire map to just one color, you can't really do callouts anymore. I mean, sure, like takedown, you don't really need to do too much callouts, but I like to have that option.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, I like to have that option that I can call out, and then maybe it will actually help out, right? Like, let's say, like, oh, they're on red side. Well, no one's gonna know which side is red. Like, for example, Mosh Pit's all red, so, and then also, like despite my opinions about takedown, I feel like it needs to be takedown right now, just because of the lack of players. With 4v4 ranked right now, like sure, Arena Royale just came out like past month ago, but no one was touching ranked the past month. And I think it wouldn't really change much, even if you give it time, that not really many people are going to queue ranked, because there's just not enough players playing it. So my overall experience of ranked was like, oh, alright, no matter what ranked I am, no matter what, I'm running into top 100 players. So they need more players, and I'm hoping with like 3v3 takedown, like it changes that a little bit, or like I actually see more people around my ranked. But we'll have to see. I have yet to play it.
I don't think that's how it's gonna go, especially if you do win a couple matches at first. It took me my third match. I was already going. I'm only gold 2. In my third match, I was already going against like plat 4s plus, but it's also.
Well, that's fine.
I'm a different demon in Takedown compared to Arena too. Like I'm able to play at those levels in Takedown where I couldn't in Arena. So my ranking right now is underinflated to where it should be.
I think golds versus plats, that's not the issue. What's the issue is that you haven't played ranked and you're going up against top 100. Like that should not be a thing. So there needs to be some kind of balance for that, and I think the only way you can properly balance that even more is reducing the players that needs to queue up with each other. And so, what other game mode is there for that works? Well, takedowns 3v3. You could maybe do a 2v2 in the future if needed, but I don't think a lot of people will be interested in 2v2. But yeah, and then once we actually get players again, like Nade said, like this separate ranked into 4v4s and takedown, like how it always was in Splitgate 1, and I think it'll be fine.
The system was always a good one. It's just the problem is a lack of players right now, and I don't even think it's because of the game design, because I feel like the game design has only been getting better and better. It's just a matter of time of staying consistent, and eventually they're going to hit a marketing push, I imagine, at some point. I don't know when that's going to come. I'm kind of happy they've been waiting, personally.
Also, I don't know if it's just... I don't know if it's just the people that have been doing our polls for the Takedown tournament in the past, but so far, from my experience, is that more players enjoy the Splitgate 1 takedown maps over the Splitgate 2 takedown maps. And
I've seen multiple discussions on all different platforms, and I don't think I've seen anyone disagree on that.
I could see a situation where like maybe players are getting kind of stale, like they just feel like it's getting kind of stale playing like the same 6 maps, like through ranked, and like I don't know if people will be on board on this, but I would like to see a possibility of like maybe the community remakes gets added into Takedown rank. So like the remakes of Splitgate 1 maps.
I'm gonna say this with that as someone who does play comped at times and know people who do. Some of the remakes will work, but it's also you have to be very careful on the scaling for some of them, and also just the art style. If it's a little wonky at all, people will just sit there and complain about it endlessly.
Yeah.
Endlessly. Even if it's
true, man.
It's true. Like even if it's a small thing, they will sit there and complain until it gets changed.
I think what they should do eventually, and I could see this being a possibility down the road, is that maybe they do some kind of poll where they just ask the community, do you want these custom remakes into Takedown ranked?
And get with that where maybe there's a way for us to test them out in quick play, and then we do a polling to see, hey, which of these maps would you guys like to see actually added into ranked? That might be a good way to go about it.
Yeah, and I would want the devs to be hard on restrictions. Like, it needs to have X and A, and like even like my remake of golf, like if there's something that's off that doesn't really fit for ranked, I'm totally down to just do whatever I can to like support it if given the option, right? So just things like that. But
yeah, that's definitely
overall,
I feel like that would take a little time too, but it's a great idea, and I love that.
Overall, I do like Takedown a lot.
Needs love.
I do like Takedown a lot. I like that I don't have to worry about freaking sticky grenade on like every single King of the Hill anymore. So that's also a thing I'm looking forward to. It's like, oh, no more sticky grenade all the time. And yeah.
It is nice. I will admit, it's nice not getting stuck like every other time you come across someone.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a move in the right direction, and I think like everyone agrees that maybe just some extra love on the art style with takedown maps would be nice.
Yeah.
Not sure when they can do that though. They're definitely busy with trying to get all of the March content together, I bet.
We mentioned this in the last podcast, at least I think I did, was like maybe they just can bring us new takedown mode, or not takedown mode, takedown maps, but it's not in the simulation style anymore. It's in a completely different art style. And I would like that. Right.
That'd be nice. Do we have another question?
Not really, dude. Like, not a whole lot happened in the Splitgate past couple weeks. We could talk a little bit more about the tournament.
So we can just skip around and talk about different stuff, as I'm hearing?
Yeah, if you got something you want to talk about, go for it.
Yeah.
I kind of want a spicy topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Jbowen and Nade about their experience
Jbowen.
Highguard. Jbowendaman.
Look, man, it all sounds the same to me.
There we go. Yeah, how was it playing Highguard? Yeah, like
how is Highguard as a whole? Because I haven't played Highguard.
Everything about it. I am like
man,
me
all
as
I can
someone
say is I've been getting destroyed for the things I've been saying about Highguard.
We just like niche games, okay?
No, that's fine.
That's all it
I'm
is.
not here to hate either. I'm genuinely curious because I didn't play it, and I still can, and I might have to play it now before anything bad does happen to it. But so tell me about your experience and like how you guys feel about the game design, and all that.
You want to start off, Nate? Want to give your opinions?
I'll start. I just made a video about this. I think ultimately, I think Highguard is like it is a good game. The problem is it's not a great game, and in today's market, you have to be a great game because there's so much competition. If you're a 7 out of 10, you die in 2 weeks, and that's probably what's gonna happen. Like they've laid off like 70% of the workforce, and
I want to add something to that is when you are trying something that is a little risky, like what they did and not really ever done in any fashion before, doing it with zero sort of community feedback and just dropping it and then expecting people to take to it doesn't work.
I said the same thing.
Very risky.
Yeah.
Like if what we are playing now was actually a playtest that lasted 2 weeks, and the game was coming out in 6 months' time, completely different story.
Or it's like in early access where they're constantly iterating as people play. Like it would have gotten more grace. I feel like that.
What's so frustrating is like this happens time and time again. It's studio releases game that has bare bones content. It dies in a few months, and they all go, "How could this happen? We were told the game is amazing." Have you not learned that if you ship your game with 2 game modes, it will die instantly? Like, the same thing happened with Halo.
Well, Splitgate even did it to themselves with the BR mode. They tried a completely new mode that, with different mechanics that really haven't been done much before. No feedback from the community on how we thought things should be and go, and now they have this whole part of the community that doesn't even want to touch it.
We should have had playtesting with the Battle Royale.
That's the whole that's that whole same mindset where it's like you're trying something new and risky with no sort of feedback from your community on how you could iterate and make it better, you know?
The hard part about it is that if you can nail that, you'll explode. If you could truly bring something to the scene and keep it on the low, nobody knows, and it's actually good, you will make progress. But the risk is so high, though, when it comes to it.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. Well, here we'll save that for after. I want to hear more about Highguard first. Tell me about actually playing it, please.
Hey guys, I'm Co-Phoenix. This is the Highguard podcast. The Highguard
fair,
Architect
we're
Podcast.
Splitgate content creators talking about their time with Highguard. There you
A
go.
lot
Yeah.
of Splitgate
Well-
creators did try out Highguard. I
well,
noticed that a
yeah,
lot of them
well,
did.
They did, yeah.
Yes,
Machiavelli's
I
been
did see a
playing it.
lot.
Yeah, we'll talk about
He's been
Highguard
grinding
for
it
a
pretty
little
hard,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, Machiavelli, I've been seeing him play.
Yeah.
I haven't actually tuned his
To be
streams for it,
fair,
but
I've
he's been
seen a
playing
lot of them
so,
get. Yeah, a lot of you guys that have been like covering it and playing it have been getting a lot of weird hate from people, and I've seen that. It's a little weird. It's like these are smaller creators who are genuinely just playing and liking the game, and then other people are just kind of shitting on you guys for no reason
I
at
got a
all.
lot
Yeah.
of hate for liking Highguard.
Yeah.
It is what
Hundreds
it
of
is at this
Thousands of
point.
people flooded to my Twitter the other week to hate me.
Yeah, that's what I
Jesus,
never
man.
understood. It's one thing
Ugh.
to hate on a game, it's another thing to hate on people just trying to play it.
Yep,
I mean,
it is.
you guys already have a history of liking niche games, though. So, like, why
Yeah.
is there an issue here?
Because
It
if you
shouldn't
don't
be an
like the
issue at
same
all.
thing that everyone else likes, then you're the problem.
Yeah.
You have to like things that are already popular. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Unless
Precisely.
everyone likes it, why do you? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
We have fun though. Like I think we've both
Yeah.
enjoyed it thoroughly at the time that we've been playing it together.
Indeed.
I
I agree.
can
I
you
have to agree with Nate
explain
on it too.
the gameplay loop to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, I agree with Nate when he says it really is just it's average. You know, they didn't make anything above average. But what can really get you hooked in is just the gunplay one. They weren't lying, you know, they put together Titanfall, Apex. It really feels similar. It's snappy. It's it's responsive now. It wasn't responsive at launch. It was really, really, really bad. And the performance was awful. But
Yeah.
now that everything is kind of polished and now it has that classic Apex Titanfall feel. And the gameplay loop, it's interesting. It really is. What's everybody comparing it to? Like you guys said, a MOBA is what everybody's comparing it to?
That's what I
Yeah.
thought it looked like when I first saw it.
Yeah,
At least.
a lot of people claim it, but it's far off though when it comes to the
Yeah.
loop. It's that looting phase that makes it look like it, but it doesn't live up to that level. It's
To
more so
me,
like
It was the siege phase that made me think of a MOBA, because in a MOBA there's that main base at the end that you have to siege in and kill the main
Is
tower. So that's where I think people were mainly getting
I
it
see.
from.
I see.
and then
not the looting.
The looting
phase, really.
phase is completely different. In MOBAs,
Yeah.
there's no looting. You
What's-
go in and you kill creeps, and
What's-
that's how you loot, I guess.
What's the goal? Is it like a battle royale or is it something different?
To take down their base. You got to
Take
either
down the
take down their
base.
base or get their points to 0. Is basically it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you can still win without taking down their whole base, but it'll be a long, drawn-out match of back and forth. You know, just kind of push and defend.
Yeah,
So
'cause
it
I-
almost kind of. Oh, go! I'm sorry.
all good. I was just gonna say because I've been occasionally lurking Kyle's when he plays the game, and I noticed there was some elements that remind me of like a battle royale, like the whole like, oh, you just loot gear and stuff and like that. Is it?
Yeah.
So initially I thought it's like, oh, okay, so it's like some kind of form of like a battle royale game maybe, but if that's not the case, then yeah.
Yeah, it's you can pick up stuff from boxes, but at the same time, the crystals that you mine is like your currency, and you could purchase the same stuff. So if you get, it's kind of like it's like money management mixed with the FPS.
Gotcha.
You got to be able to stack your cash and organize it correctly.
Yeah.
So
and
long term, you can afford the stuff that you need to win the fight, basically.
Yeah, that kind of it really does sound like they tried to take elements of a MOBA but completely changed them.
Yeah.
Well,
And the hard part about it is that if someone likes a MOBA, I don't know if they would even like this game, though.
No, they
That's
would
the hardest
probably
part.
hate it, honestly.
Yeah, it's like
because
they tried to take those elements,
it's
but
the whole looting phase that turns people off. It's
Yep.
because in a MOBA, that looting
Yep.
phase, instead of looting chests and mining gems, you're in this weird parry with the other team where you're trying to kill their creeps and last hit them to get your money up to then buy stuff. And you can also still get into engagements with the enemy while doing that. So there's always something to be doing and shooting at, kind of in a MOBA, where that kind of sounds like you really do have that lull of let's farm, let's loot up, and then we can think about how we're gonna engage, kind of, right?
I think that's how the game started, but I noticed that as we kept playing, players would engage before the
As you
actual
loot?
intended battle phase of the game. People would engage with you during the looting phase, and they'd
Those are
go to
the
your base and try and
invaders,
spawn
then.
kill you. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you have that mechanic in any game, but in MOBAs you have that in MOBAs too, where you have your normal lane phase where you're supposed to be attacking, but people who are confident and a little cocky will go in by themselves early and invade people to try and get an early kill and get an early lead.
So do you like upgrade your base with the loot you gather?
No.
It's very minimal. It's not much at all.
This is one of the
Bruh.
biggest problems with the game. Is it does a ton of different aspects from other games, but it does them all at such a bare bones level that it's almost pointless. Like it needed more time in the oven. The base defense is literally hold X to add an extra shield of armor on your base, and that's all you can do. You reinforce the walls of your base, which means they take double the damage, I think, to destroy.
Yep.
And that's it. That's the only aspect of base defense.
Yeah, they should do something more for that, I think.
No traps, no anything.
Yeah,
no turrets.
They should be able to
nothing like that.
Yep, you should be able to place down traps and turrets. You should be able to reinforce more than one level. I think reinforcement level 1, 2, 3 would be a great addition to the game. But
yeah, so it really is just it needed more time and more community feedback to reach that point where it should have been.
The same story we've heard many times over the past 5 years.
That just really, okay. That sounds exactly what I thought. Because I watched gameplay and it felt like there's too much of a lull in between actually fighting and doing stuff.
Yeah, they did try to remedy that a bit. The base defense phase was 60 seconds at launch, and now it's 30. So they have reduced the amount of doing nothing, but it's too little, too late. I think at this point. That should
People have already moved on.
Yeah, again, we've said this about previous games. The state the game is in now is how it should have been at launch and more, realistically.
I really feel like a game like that, but if they leaned into more of the MOBA aspects, would be fun. You have a creep wave that you are killing to loot. So you're having the more action, but then they keep basically everything else. You might even be able to keep chests in there to loot too. I don't know. It's an idea where I was very interested at first, and I still think could be a good idea.
Yeah, it could be. The core of the core gameplay is good, and if they pushed this out and said, "Hi guys, this is Highguard. It's not finished yet, but here's what we have so far. Come and give us a review of an early build." Completely different story. People would have been like, "This is so good for a core game. Keep working on it." But,
I'm gonna actually transition into a game that I feel like did do it right in that sense, and that's Deadlock. It is a MOBA. It is a third-person shooter, and how they did their game development is they did an early access where you had to be invited to even be able to play the game. I think that was smart because not only are you giving yourself time before you release the game to get the feedback from the community, but only people who are actually interested in your game are going to take the time and effort to get the key and try out your game. So you're going to get the best feedback you can.
You're not going to get just a bunch of random opinions of people that might not even care about the genre. You're going to get people who are truly invested in that product, who really want to see it improve.
Yeah, exactly. And then your hype can slowly build over time too.
Someone in chat by the name of Jack Left Town 427. Do you recognize that person?
Yep, that man's a legend.
They said hello to you.
Hell yeah.
Hello, Jack.
All right. So I think for anyone who doesn't know by now, we are hosting a we're hosting a Takedown Classic tournament in 2 weeks and a day. If you guys want to possibly participate in that, the cash pool right now, it's 400 USD right now. It's spread out between first, second, and third place. It's 3 players per team, so you'll need to find 2 people. If you can't find anyone or you don't know anyone to party with, you can sign up as a incomplete team or by yourself for right now. And basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to balance out all the incomplete teams, and just like pair them up at the end of the signups. So yeah, if you guys
we'll do our best to.
Yeah, we'll try our best to make them balance out, and we'll probably close up the signups. We haven't got an actual date. We'll mention this in the Discord for like an announcement or something.
I imagine we'll do it just a couple days before.
Yeah,
We'll
probably close the signups like 2 days before, I would think too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who is the current best squad that's signed up?
Racers.
I think Dweebs.
Yep.
Yeah, Dweeb's squad.
There's 3 racers
Because it'd be
on
Dweeb,
team.
Toby, and who else?
No, not
who's gonna be
Toby.
their third?
Toby's a
Oh,
pro.
not Toby?
Toby's a pro. It's
Okay.
within.
Okay.
It's outside of the
Oh.
restrictions. Yeah.
Hey, we might have a chance. Let's make a
Yeah.
team.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna say, it might be good not to mention names because I'll intimidate people.
so the teams is public knowledge. I have the spreadsheet available on the Discord, but the top team is Dweeb, Blueski, and some guy by the name of Pickle. I don't know if you guys know.
Oh,
any of-
Pickle. I know Pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Pickle.
Yeah, so
I've been
that-
seeing
so
him
that's
in
the
game
team.
a lot.
Yeah, technically you're supposed to be within the Splitgate Architects Discord to read the rules before the signups. Dweeb kind of like, nah, I'll just sign up. He got the link. He's like, nah, I'm gonna sign up. So like I've been hounding these guys like, Dweeb, get in the Discord, man. It's kind of like a bias if you're not in here. But he mentioned that he's at what was like a Discord limit right now or something. And he said that he will be in the Discord on tourney day, so I'll hold him to it. If he's not though, I will, like, it'd be kind of silly that I'll have to disqualify their team for not being in the Discord. But we'll see.
We should make a squad, and if we win, we put the money towards doing a second tournament. We just keep the money going.
I love it.
All right,
I love it.
That's actually dope. I love that.
Yergi,
Shit, I might have
Me and
to
Bowen
pull
will just
my.
host one. We'll host the
I
next
might-
one if we win.
I might have
Yeah.
to team up with you guys
going.
just to help you win.
yeah, I was gonna ask, like, if you
What
guys
we're
need a
talking
third,
about.
if you guys need a third, maybe Yergi would be down for that.
Yeah, we'll be like, you
Perfect.
guys actually have to try to win this. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any more topics before we close out today's podcast? So we got maybe like 15 minutes before the next ad. I think we should just end the stream before that ad so it doesn't pop up. But is there any more topics that you guys want to talk about?
I think we're like I've hit a lot of the topics I've been curious in talking about.
I've got a list of game modes that we're missing. Maybe we can.
Oh,
So game modes,
Yeah, there you go.
laser
Yeah,
tag.
line
these.
Up.
and
Infection number 1.
tell
Yep.
me which one you tell me which one out
Contamination.
of these you want the most. Zombies, which is infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CTF, Juggernaut,
Jesus.
VIP, speed bats.
Are you?
There's
are
laser
you
tag
trying
too.
to pull my leg
Oh.
here?
You're forgetting
yeah,
laser
laser
tag.
all of
Yeah.
them. Can I have all?
I was about to
I mean,
say,
hopefully.
you got a good lineup there.
Instagib is already coming in quick play.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they're smart about it, they have game modes that they can make into events for every 2 weeks for the next year. I swear.
There was also lockdown, but
Yep.
no one liked lockdown. But I think they could.
Lockdown
I think they could rework
Say
it
it
though.
again.
Lockdown could be good with onslaught maps. I could see that working.
Lockdown was
What was
like
Lockdown again?
Lockdown
Yeah, I don't
was like
remember this.
Lockdown was like very fast to claim hill points, but for the team to score,
Oh.
they have to claim all 3 hills, and then it rotates
remember
to
this.
three
Okay, yeah.
3 different location hills.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay.
I think the problem was just the balancing wasn't quite there. I was thinking maybe they could probably find a way to just do it with only 2 hills instead of 3. Maybe that makes it a little bit more easier.
So
Yeah.
I have an idea for that mode. You'd have to rework it a bit, but you would make it an onslaught mode, and instead of just having 3 hills at once, you'd have 2 groups of 3, and then the teams would have to battle with each other to capture the group of 3 points, kind of thing.
Does this sound like domination
feel like-
to me? No?
It's
Or are
Similar,
you
but
explaining it differently than Dom?
it is like Dom, but it spreads out the points more, forcing you to use more of an area,
Don't quite
which
follow.
works on bigger maps.
Alright.
And also, just a game mode. I don't know. Again, I might be referencing Halo. Doing Arena Royale, but like I don't know what you'd call it. Like a Arena Royale mythic mode or something, where everyone starts with the highest tier weapons. It's like an incredibly fast Arena Royale where all
Oh,
of the
okay.
chests are just gold from the get-go.
And
That could be
portal
cool.
cooldowns are taken out. It's just unlimited portaling too.
Yes!
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah.
That would be
But some
insane.
kind of like crazy
Arena-
version of it would be
Arena
fun.
Royale Blitz.
Honestly, I would like to see. I would like to see them like evolve Arena Royale to like maybe like a limited time mode where like maybe the storm just comes in faster or something. So like you always have to be on the move. You can't just
Even
linger.
more fast pace.
Yeah, you can't linger in one area
That'd
too
be
long.
crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause that BR is already fast enough as it is.
It is
Oh my
very
god, I feel like
fast.
it's constant action. Could you imagine that, Craig?
Imagine the storm
Yeah.
just
Oh,
too
man.
fast, and you can't even out portal it either. It's just way too fast. It's like, oh, okay.
A continuous storm would be cool rather than it like stopping and then you get 2 minutes of safety.
Yeah, just
a
Yeah.
continuous one.
No safety. Yeah, it's
Slowly comes
constantly
in the
moving.
whole time.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That would be
I-
cool.
yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they could definitely do some limited time modes with the Royale mode that I think would be fun.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I actually like that BR a lot. It's kind of off
So
topic from the
fun.
main game, but like
No,
I don't like BRs. I hate them.
Same.
And this one has got me like I don't play the regular arena anymore. Like that's all I
Rarely.
played for all my hours of Splitgate.
Yeah.
And here I am just obsessed with their BR. It's like it's good. I'm
Since
shocked.
since Arena Royale came out, I've probably been like 80-20 split, and most of
I
it's
was,
been
I was gonna
Arena
say
Royale.
the only time I hop in the normal arena mode after they dropped the Royale was to play some Takedown, and that would be it.
Mine was to try and get the new maps, which failed.
That-
Yeah, we failed. We go right back to the arena. Yeah.
I would try and do that
Oh,
a bit
man.
too, but it never worked.
Like I'm actually pumped for new biomes for it. Like I'm really ready for new content with it.
Outskirts a really good map. I was
It
really
is.
impressed with from how it plays to how it looks. It's just I
Yeah.
think a well-rounded map.
What was the
is.
molten lava one from Splitgate 2?
Inferno.
Inferno. I
Ah.
really hope they bring. So, I have a theory that they might be reworking it because its original concept is a little different from what they released.
Yeah.
So
Did they have like an underground cave section or something
Yeah.
like
Yep,
that?
that was
Yep.
those concept. they were
man,
talking
I would
about,
be
yeah.
eating it up.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And if it's going to be one biome, I imagine they might be able to do that now.
Imagine
So-
if they could do that.
Yeah.
Imagine if they could do
They
that in
could,
time
you're
for
right.
season 2. That'd be cool.
That would be a great addition.
Yeah.
So
I like.
I
them.
don't think season 2 is gonna be Inferno unless they just bring it back as it was. I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be a whole brand new biome that we're gonna get.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't,
Yeah.
if they
Are
don't
we
make
getting
any
a brand new
changes
biome in
to it,
March?
That's what they said
Yeah.
at least. We have
So before season 2, we should be getting a fresh one. If they stick to plan.
Before
If
no,
they
that
stick to
that was part of the season 2 roadmap. They were gonna do another biome.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I
thought it was
think
set in March. I see.
Yeah.
is
I see.
March here. let
Yeah,
me check
March
what-
is season 2, new
March
Arena
season
Royale
2.
biome, and Splitgate 1 remake
I
map.
see.
Dude, if I
So you're right. Then it's probably not going to be
no portals is
Inferno.
no portals in chat's teasing me about apparently I live inside of a tree, and he's like, my next map is gonna be Cole Phoenix's room.
Oh, because of the wood. Okay.
Yeah, it's not even.
I see it.
Guys, it's not even real wood. This is fake wood. Like this isn't even actual wood.
Oh, it's the faux wood. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's like that fake wood. It's just like overlaid over the actual drywall.
It's just like a vinyl that you've stuck over the
Yeah.
top of it.
No. Is it a vinyl or it's like I don't know. It's like a weird. I used to have that kind of stuff in one of my old houses. It's like a very weird off wood, but it's not actually wood.
Yeah. I think my door is wood, but I don't know. It's kind of like a very like weak ass wood, and then the frame itself is for sure wood. But yeah.
My door is wood, and I got wood panels behind me.
Yeah.
Hold back the troll inside of me. Okay.
Or it's like
thank you.
living in a fake wood room. Yep. It's exposed.
Yeah, no, I think this month of Splitgate's going to be a little stale, but we can get through it. I feel like they have a good lineup coming in the next month.
If I actually
We should
start
have some
enjoying Rank
content.
Takedown, which I don't know if you guys are down to possibly join me after the podcast, but I plan to hop right onto
I would be.
Rank Takedown after we're done. If I do end up enjoying Rank Takedown, you know, I don't think it's gonna be that
I think
stale
you
to
will.
me personally. But
Well, yeah, I think
they just
for the
need
people like us, yeah.
I think they just need to do more with the in-game events. They're fun. I don't think they take much work for them to do, and it always gives something for people to come back to. I think it's the most safest way to add something for people to just keep coming back to the game without having to add too much. So
Yep.
either maybe extend the event periods maybe, or just do more event periods throughout.
I
And
mean,
then
if they did one event every 2 weeks, I feel like that would be enough to at least keep some people coming back.
2 weeks should be plenty of time, I think, for each event. But I don't think there should
Speaking
be.
of 2 weeks, the shop updates. This has been infuriating me
Oh
recently.
yeah, I've heard some
Bundle,
people
when it
complain
says
about
1 day
it.
remaining, and then it ticks back to 7 days. I'm like, bruh, I wanted to buy something new. Let me spend my money, goddammit.
Oh, if you look at it now, there's not even a timer anymore in the shop. It's just
no.
yeah, it's just
That's
They're
not
probably
good.
making the
there.
next mythic, man.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. Honestly, this is the first game I've ever wanted to just open up my wallet to everything in the store.
Yeah.
I typically don't
think
get stuff in the store, but man, their cosmetics are clean in this.
I think I've spent $100 on this game.
So
Yeah.
the only other game that
Seriously,
I've
yeah.
actually spent money on, like a decent amount in the past, I'd say almost 10 years, is Splitgate and League of Legends, and that's it. But
Yep.
only reason I've ever spent money on League of Legends is because I've been playing the same game since I was 14. Splitgate, I've been playing the same game now since, 2022? So I only spend money on the games that I play a lot of, and like when I play a lot of it, I want to spend my money on it, you know?
I agree. Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
All right, guys. I think we should end it here. I'm gonna keep streaming, but it's no longer gonna be the podcast. It's just gonna be a regular Splitgate stream. I'm gonna try out ranked. So if you guys want to stick around, Yergi and I will try out the Takedown rank. Any you two want to join in on that fun? Rank Takedown?
Yes, little rank.
2 a.m. for me.
I was about to
2
say.
a.m.
Yeah, and
Bro, that's
Nate,
late as
you
heck.
have a good night. Get some sleep.
Yeah, thank you for coming
I might
in.
kick myself too.
You're heading out too,
Sounds
Jbowen?
good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kick it as well. I'm
All
gonna
right.
go chill with my girl before, you know,
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for
things
hopping
get a
on,
little,
dude. Yeah.
little feisty.
Yeah, thank you for hopping on.
I know.
No, thank you
I,
for having
I
me. It was
can
a
feel
blast.
that one though.
Yeah.
I feel that one.
Oh yeah, I bet. You know, you gotta be a little cautious with the time in this little
Oh,
room
yeah.
here.
I feel that 100%.
All
Oh yeah,
right.
no, this
But
was.
seriously, thank you guys for having me, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for coming on, guys. It's honestly always a blast having you guys on.
Oh,
And we hope to
Cyber
do
Wiz just
more of
showed up.
these.
How's it going, Cyber?
Cyber, we might have to have Cyber on sometime. That'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure. We haven't been interviewing Splitgate devs enough, so yeah, whoever can
Yeah, we
hop
gotta get
on next.
a dev back on.
Yeah, whoever hops on next, I want it to be a Splitgate dev. Let's get it done.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well, y'all have a good night. Peace out.
You too, man.